We don't have any grant money. Never had any grant money. And I've applied, matter of fact. Some folks say, Dr. Williams, why y'all take money out y'all own pocket when y'all can get on? You can. I have, and God fixed it this way. I'm not lying. I've applied to at least 16 or 17 grants over the years and was turned down every time. I was denied. And so I would say to my husband, I said, this is another letter of denial. Why? Don't they know we're trying to help people? Don't they see? And so my husband, and thank God for him, because he is a stabilizer
Shout out
for
to
me.
Dr. Joe. Shout out to Dr. Joe.
He's a stabilizer for me. Oftentimes he'll say, babe, uh, just go, chill out, go lay down.
Take a chill pill.
Yeah. Okay, and then some ideas I'll run past him, and he'll say, no, that's not a good idea. And I'll fuss with him. I said, well, I'm intelligent just like you. He said, babe, I'm not saying you're not intelligent. I'm just saying it's not a good idea. I'll pick up my phone and call my baby girl, Aisha. She's 30 years old now. I say, hey, Sugar Pooga, what you doing? So she said, nothing, Ma, what's going on? I'll run the same idea by her that I just ran by her daddy.
Right.
I said, listen, I've been thinking about doing such and such. She said, Ma, that's stupid. She said, that's a dumb idea.
Daddy's girl.
Yeah. And so I said, no, it ain't. And then she'll convince me. She said, yeah, Daddy got a point, Mom. Just forget that. Go on to bed. You've been up all night. Okay, now, so I said all that to say this. Check this out. We have formed a union and marriages. You know about this, Attorney Clark, where you and your wonderful wife
20 years.
of 20 years, you know about this. Check this out. You have to have the kind of mindset when you go into a marriage, we believe, that you are not perfect. Your thoughts are not always the greatest in the whole wide world, that you have to bend sometimes. Okay, now check this out. Lord have mercy. And so my husband and I have bent to the point we're in. It's just like forming a tree. You know how Mr. Fryer, the Topi,
Topiary.
yeah.
Pearl Fryer down in Bishopville.
Then Bishopville.
Topiary Garden.
Yeah.
Right.
And how he takes that young branch and wrap it around and make it go into shape. A marriage is the same way, we feel. My husband has helped to bend and mold me, and at the same time, I have done that to him. Okay, and as a result of that very important, unique thing, we think alike. We sometimes would be talking about something and both of us would jump out our mouths saying the same thing. And my husband said, Lord have mercy, I've been married to you too long. You starting to sound just like me. Okay, now, and so, listen, the family unit, our 501c3 nonprofit charitable organization, and we're on Facebook, y'all.
Right.
The Family Unit, Inc. You can find us on Facebook, and I'm also on Facebook under Brenda Williams. You'll see a picture of my husband and my 3 daughters. Listen, the Family Unit, our goal, our mission is to help improve the living conditions and lives of people who live in poverty and despair. We register folk to vote.
Right.
We've registered over 7,000 inmates, pretrial inmates at the Sumter Lee Detention Center over the past 10 years, over 7,000.
Right. So you actually, I've actually seen you out at the jail registering people.
Yes.
And I want to mention this incident. Back in 2008, it was a hot day. It was a hot day, and I was at home getting ready to go somewhere, and I saw this person walking around the corner.
Right.
And I said to Sharon, I said, that's Dr. Brenda.
Yes.
And you were going door to door.
Thank you.
You know, advocating for voting rights and for your candidate.
Yes.
And I was just so impressed. I said, Dr. Brenda, come on in. We got some lemonade.
Yes.
And we sat down and cooled you off.
Yes.
And I got to talking, and you were like, okay, got to get back out there.
Yes.
And off you went.
Yes.
And so, Dr. Williams, there's no surprise why people respect you and admire you so much. I mean, you're truly an inspiration. I wanted to talk about you, and you started talking about all the good things you're doing in the community. You're a selfless individual, and I appreciate that.
You know, and Attorney Clark, I wanted to mention we definitely appreciate the work and the effort that you and Clark Law Firm have done and continue to do in the community. I always ask 3 questions of politicians, folk running for office and so forth.
Okay.
It's like on The Walking Dead. I don't know if y'all watch The Walking Dead or whatever.
I've heard of it.
And we got to be addicted to it. But anyway, listen. There were 3 questions that they would ask folk. Have you killed walkers, and how many, and why did you kill humans or whatever? I asked politicians, folk running for office, 3 questions. What have you done for poor folk in the past? What are you doing right now to help poor folk and low-income people? And what do you plan to do in the future?
I bet you get a lot of stammering when you...
Okay, yeah. And they'll shoot off a bunch of stuff. But the real people, and I want to say this, if y'all don't remember anything, let us vote for people who really, honest to God, care about low-income people, low-income communities, the projects.
I'm surprised I haven't seen you on the ballot.
Hey, and I don't even want to run. I'm